regarding the protest, regarding why did he stop supporting Miles.
What did the witness say?
He said because he thinks a lot of actions that's done by the movement he considered them wrong.
Okay.
Wrong actions of whistleblower movement, and he thinks that there's a lot of problems between the farms and farm leaders.
Okay.
And that's the two factors I noted. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, like what Feather was saying earlier, he was saying that, what was that first thing again?
Wrong action.
Wrong action, correct. So when he said it, like he had this facial expression that I can't really explain, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Like, it almost sounded like because if you follow Mr. Miles Guo, you support Mr. Miles Guo and the whistleblower movement and the NFSC, this is an anti-CCP movement. Okay, so this is way more. This is beyond just how do you say, a W-2, somebody will go to a job, right? Go to an office kind of thing. So in my personal opinion, well, that's the answer that he gave, that he felt like what we were doing were wrong. The NFSC, the whistleblower movement, Ms. Miles Guo, what we were doing, apparently taking down the CCP is wrong, right? So that was, you know.
The question I ever ask is that have the witness ever contact Miles personally for a refund?
For refund.
Because the witness claimed that he had around $30,000 of loss, and he was asked the first question if he ever contacted him by email or anything, and then no, the answer is no, by all means.
Yeah.
Like Jackson mentioned to me that it's like let's say the government witness is telling a story. And the defendant's team were just trying to fill the blanks that they never mentioned when they're telling the story. And while telling the full story, getting the full picture to the jurors, they are also address each of the arguments that the government brought up in the direct examination. Yes.
Yeah, and especially when our time came, when our defense team was cross-examining the witness. Then I started seeing more nods from the jurors.
Because at the end of the cross-examination, well, today at the end of time, it didn't finish, but at the end of today, he would our lawyer asked him a series of questions regarding if there's anything is related to Miles Guo that his investment went. You know what I mean? Like if he said any of the investment is of GTV, G Clubs, H coins, G series are related to Miles Guo directly. The answer to that is no, any of that. Yeah.
So even the witness himself said no to that question, right?
Yeah.
That he did not believe that all these investments were directly linked with Miles.
He said there's no direct connection, and he never contacted Miles personally, ever spoke to him before.
Yep. I mean, he admitted in court everything's legally documented now, so it's very interesting. And it's just like, for example, in court they've said the NFSC, and then asked him, what does the NFSC stand for? And then he said, oh, the new federal state of China, and it's just for example, like some of the stories that he was telling about the investment that he had with VOG, for example, and things like that. And he was trying to connect that to Mr. Miles Guo, but they never had any one-on-one conversation at all. It was always with a third party, somebody else.
Yeah, they showed an exact document that's called the Limited Purpose Agency Agreement, and which the other representative is as an agency to present this witness. So the investment has nothing to do with Miles, and it was completely separate from. It's a different group of investment that was all. I was gonna go to GTV, but it was always separated.
Right.
Why did you decide to join? Or how do you feel about joining? Is it like something you're so proud of, or something like that? And he said, first thing he says, getting stocks. Yes, getting stocks. And also they were talking about the restrictions on the agreement, whether he read the restrictions, and he agreed to the restrictions. And then we mentioned about having a choice on spending money on G clubs or joining the clubs. So it's all agreed under the agreement, and within the agreement, there's restrictions now that it's been brought up, and then as well as I think the transcript of the video that Miles filmed, it was also brought up that there's several documents they should be reading and then understanding some risky investments. And before you proceed, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We are able to start like getting a true feel for the person's true colors. And he kept going back to saying, oh, I did this because I was promised stock options, I was promised this and promised that. And so he kept going back to that instead of saying, hey, our family's been through this or that, and I'm in this to take down the CCP, which is our mission. Right. So he's not very aligned with the mission versus he had his own whatever intentions he had.
Right.